Hey everybody, it's May 19th, 2017, and this is the Chuck Baker vlog number 384, and it's a Friday, and weekend's almost here. Hope everybody that gets weekend off has a chance to rest up. And how the heck is everybody today? I really want to know, so put a note down there in the comments. Let me know what you've been up to and how you're doing. And today I have 6 news stories to talk with you about, so let's get started. 1 dead, 22 hurt after car slams in a crowd in Times Square. There's not a whole lot of information right now on this. A person was going down 42nd Street and made a U-turn and went up on the sidewalk and was slamming into pedestrians on the sidewalk. And as the title said there, 22 people were injured and 1 was killed. An 18-year-old woman was killed when she was hit. Now, they don't believe that this was a terrorist attack. They believe that this was a case of an accident, but they think the person that was driving may have been drunk at the time, but there's been no confirmation on that. But if anything on this story changes, I'll be sure and let you know. Next story here is 2 adults, 1 child hospitalized after falling from Ferris wheel near Seattle. These people were at a fair and they were on this Ferris wheel, and something happened and they fell out. Now, they fell about 18 to 20 feet, and there was no life-threatening injuries, but one of the people is in critical condition. The other 2 were able to walk away with minor injuries, but don't really know what caused the accident to happen. But if anything new develops about this story, I'll be sure and let you know. And as always, all these stories are going to be on my Google Plus page, and a link to my page will be down in the description. And also links to each one of these stories is going to be on my channel too, down in the description, so you can take a look at them at your leisure. Next story here is family suffers emotional day after fatal shooting of 6-year-old Kingston Frazier. This lady was at Walmart. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and she was at Walmart, and she came out and her car was gone. So she called the police, and she told them that her car was stolen. But what she didn't tell them right away was that her child was in the back seat. Why she didn't tell the police right away that there was a child in the car, we don't know. But when the police came and they took the stolen car report and they processed that, and then later on she told them that there was a child involved. So then they started a missing persons, a kidnapping, and got an Amber Alert. After a while they located the car, and when they did, the child was in the back seat and he had been shot. Now, they found 3 guys, 3 suspects that they took into custody. Now, I don't know why they had to shoot this little boy. Really. I mean, kid asleep in the back seat, they steal his car, and then I guess when they realized that there was a kid in the back seat, I guess maybe they panicked, I don't know. But they killed him for no reason, really, and left the car on the side of the road. It was like 15 miles away. But if these guys end up getting convicted of this, I think they should never see the light of day again. They should be in prison for the rest of their lives without the possibility of parole. Because that's just hate. That's all that is. That's just pure hate. We don't need people like that out here in the public. Really. So what do you think? You think they should get life in prison without parole? I do. Put a note down there in the comments. Let me know. If you agree with me, great. If not, that's okay too. You know, everybody has their own opinion, and I respect that. And I'm a big guy. I can take it. So just let me know what you think. Next story here is a Cincinnati mayor mistakenly honors police officer's killer. The mayor in Cincinnati, he was wanting to honor the police officer that got killed by this guy, but something happened in the office and the name of the killer got put on the proclamation instead of the officer. Now there's a video of this, of the mayor apologizing, and he was pretty broken up about it. But he wasn't blaming anybody on his staff. He was taking the responsibility for it. But yeah, it was kind of a big mistake. He had to apologize to the police union and the officer's family, and yeah, that's ended up being a pretty big error there, and I don't think it'll be anytime soon that he forgets that. Next story here is Vietnam vet's beloved Chevy Corvette heads to auction. This man was in Vietnam, and while he was in Vietnam, he saved up his money, sent it home, and saved up money for this Corvette. And when he got out of Vietnam, he went and he bought it. And this guy took care of this thing like you wouldn't believe. He washed it, and he even took cotton swabs on every nook and cranny of that car and cleaned it. You could have ate off of it. And he had his kids help him with this, and they took rides in this car, and it was a big part of their lives, and it was a big part of what the kids remember of that. And he passed away, and he passed it on to his kids, and they took care of it, and they had it with their kids, but now they're decided that it's time to sell the car. But if you read this article and look at what the guy did with this car, how he took care of it, all the things that they did as a family with it, and it's pretty neat. You know, when I was growing up, when I was a kid, the Love Bug movies were coming out. So once my dad got a VW Bug, and we named it Herbie, a red one, a candy apple red. And then before that, we had a car, a Studebaker. Some people may remember that make of car. They don't make them anymore, but that was kind of a thing there because it had the name Baker in it, which is my name. So it was kind of neat to have a car with your name in it. But yeah, I was kind of sad to see that one go when Dad got rid of it. But you know, but that's the things about cars that I remember, the VW Bug and the Studebaker. So it's pretty neat. So take a look at that article. It's nice. And then the last story here, people are betting on Trump's impeachment online. Yeah, now people are betting when Trump's going to be impeached. They're betting on that it's going to be before the end of the year. Now, if it's before the end of the year, they'll win. If it's not, then they'll lose. But hey, well, then some people are betting on that it's not going to be till after this year. But there's a lot of people saying that it's going to be before December 31st. So we'll see. I have my doubts about that because I don't think the Republicans are willing to admit that they made a mistake, even though they are backing away from Trump now, that he's gotten more and more outrageous. But that's what's happening. That's all the news I have for today, everybody. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also tell your friends and family about my channel and my videos. And check out my social media site. And if you missed yesterday's vlog, just click on the image there. And please check out my website, the Chuck Baker homepage at chuckbaker.org. Till tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.